YouTube. I am in the elevator on my way to the train. Kind of just roll onto the platform here. And they have like this little gap here. But when the train comes, the conductor, if they see you in a chair, they'll come and assist you get on the train so your wheel doesn't slip at the door. That could lead to a very nasty little accident. They have these nice little shelters here. As you can see, this is the highway over here to my left. We're approaching a button up here where these doors remain open for you. Oh, rolled up too fast. Can you see that there? And you press that and it opens these doors here. Again, there's another accessible button there. Okay, so I don't know where that exit goes to. I always wondered. But as you can see, it goes down to the platform, but not accessible for us. So we're going to get on the elevator here. And the door's opening. Alright, let's go. Oh, that one was still moving, y'all. Okay, let's close the damn door. Oh, I hit the wrong button. What? The buttons are accessible, as you can see here. Not too high. And there's a little telephone here. I wonder who I'll actually get. Oh, there's a help phone in there. Alright. So this elevator was inspected, what, 10 years ago? I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, kind of stand back. As you see, there's a little crack here. I like to pop a wheelie over there. Boom. And as you can see, this station is... Let's go fast. Let's go fast. There's a button that opens the door here. And okay, so here in East Chicago, you have a really big parking lot here. They do have a lot of accessible parking. So if you are disabled and you have to travel to East Chicago for whatever reason, there's plenty of parking. Plenty of I don't know if you guys can see all that over there, and over there, and over there, and over there. You know, if you're disabled, it's actually no excuse to get out and enjoy yourself. There's no excuse to get out and have some fun and, you know, see what life is all about. And just because you're in this wheelchair, it does not mean that you can't go out and have fun and do things. I mean, with the price of a train ticket, a one-way ticket, a both-way ticket or whatever, you can go to the city and take pictures and roll around and see things and maybe have lunch with a friend. I mean, with today's things being accessible, you know, it allows everybody to go out and not just be in the house. People in wheelchairs have this misconception. Well, people who are able-bodied have a misconception about people like us in wheelchairs. They feel as if, oh, you know, well, why would they want to get out of the house? Why would they want to do anything? If I was in a wheelchair, I wouldn't want to do anything. I wouldn't want to go anywhere. And that's nonsense. Because, I don't know, getting out and enjoying yourself is probably, I'm stuck on something, guys, here. There we go. Getting out and enjoying yourself is what life is all about, right? So, to recap, um, you know, take advantage of a lot of the things that people, a lot of the accessibility that is out there for people like us to, come out and enjoy ourselves. Because life is short and you never know how long you're actually going to be here. So today, to enjoy myself, I have my purse that has all the money in it. Got my makeup bag, got a little cash. I have my earpiece, and my earpiece allows me to be able to talk and roll at the same time. You need your hands when you're in a wheelchair. I don't know if you guys can see this here, but my little cup holder broke, but I can still carry cups like this here. And it's filled with ice water, and that's really necessary when you are traveling and you don't always have access to everything. I'm gonna open up my car door here. See, when your hands are not free. I have my cane down here on the floor. I don't know if you guys can see that. And these doors on my CRV open pretty wide. See, I got my tennis rackets over there. Oh yeah. And I'm about to put my purse up. People so nosy, they always trying to figure out what you're doing. They so nosy. Okay, purse right here. I don't know if you guys can see the train. I got my sun hat in my trunk. I don't know if you guys can see the sun hat, and I got flip-flops there. That's for, what? Emergencies. You never know when you need a flip-flop emergency, right? Oh, I got my umbrella. Okay, because when you are outside and people always say, oh, well, what do disabled people do? We need umbrellas just like you do. Okay. Got the nosy family on the side of me here. Alright. Got my wipes. Got my gloves. When you're in a wheelchair, you definitely need gloves, because when whatever is on the ground is rolling onto your tire. Okay, so when you do that, you need something to wipe your hands. So I always try and keep sanitizing wipes. And you got your water, you got your everything. I mean, what else do you need? Seriously. Okay, so let's get in the car, let's roll. Hi. I'm now in my car after a long day. Not really. And it's time for me to say goodbye. Drive, go home. They sit here, want to talk to each other. I'm like, get the hell out of my way. It's just, a lot of times when you have a disability, people focus on what you can't do versus what you can. And what you can do versus what you can do is a lot more interesting and a lot more fun and a lot more relevant to the things that you can't do when you have a disability. And I say that because, and I'm trying to hurry up with these cars. Hurry up! I'm trying to make the turn. When people tend to focus on the things that you cannot do versus the things that you can do, you get stuck and you're defined by that. Oh, well, Sonya can't do this because she's that, and Sonya can't go here because she's here, and you know, we can't really do this over here because of that. And yeah, your limitations do get in the way. But when you focus on the things that you can't do and start to kind of take your inventory there, it's very discouraging and negative thinking. You know, people, that's why when we go out and people say, oh, well, I'm brave. You're brave. I'm brave because I decided to go out and buy milk. It's because able-bodied people, they don't see us in the same light. They see us as different. And if we are acting different, then how do we expect them to act? If we're limiting ourselves, then of course they're going to say things like, oh, Johnny, you're brave for buying milk, because they're not used to that. They're not used to seeing people with disabilities living active lives. You know, I've had so many people say, oh, well, I use the disabled washroom because I don't really see anybody in a wheelchair use it. You know, and they tend to treat us and act like we're these invisible people. And we're not. We're not invisible. We do things just like everybody else, and I hate that has to be said, you know, but it does. And because it needs to be said, people don't treat us like human beings, as if we don't date, we don't have love interests, we don't have sex. Of course we do. Of course we do. We do all of those things. And it's quite astonishing for people to believe that, you know. But that's not how they see us. That's not how they portray us. As, you know, we become these two-dimensional stock characters who, you know, we're the friend with the witty saying, or, you know, we happen to just make, you know, people, a group of people more diversified. Like, look, we got a black person, we got a woman, and look, she's in a wheelchair too. And that's just not how we want to define our lives as, you know, your sidekicks. You know, when disabled people should not be the sidekick, we should be the main story sometimes. You know, I don't, you know, when disabled people tend to have these tragic storylines, and you know, if they do something that any one of you will do, like play a game of basketball, or, you know, hit a three-pointer to win the game, you know, it becomes a freaking movie. And like, why? You know, I mean, what about a person in a wheelchair hitting a game, you know, three-point shot to win is so amazing that it warrants a Hollywood movie? Or, you know, the guy in the wheelchair that saves his friend from drowning. I mean, come on, people, we could do better than that. And many times, you know, even though he does the heroic thing, his character is to show somebody else, you know, show their flaws. And, hey, maybe I shouldn't think bad about disabled people. And then the credits fucking roll the end. It's just, you know, think outside the box with people with disability. And I hate that I have to say, think outside the box with people with disabilities. Because we're not outside the box. We live inside the box. about the damn box. We there. And it's sad that I have to constantly show you people, oh yeah, I'm a human being every single day. I have needs, I have wants, and I have to constantly repeat that to you. And that is the pure tragic story in Hollywood. On that note, everybody, I'll talk